I decided to take a very spontaneous trip to the park and take a walk by a museum in Los Angeles just to see what I'll find and come across. Today is about being in the moment, being in the now without focusing on the next objective, and just seeing what I'll come across. Whose path will I be able to cross and positively impact today? And as we're speaking, I think I see one of my friends. Come on. Hey guys!
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
It's cracking.
I happened to run into my friend Rob Woods and his friend Chico, and today the focus was just self-care and spontaneity. Usually I'm out and about and I have a plan, and there's anxiety attached to that when you know there's a focus on the next destination before you even get through the first destination. Today I decided to allow things to flow organically, and it's working out in my favor because I happen to run into a good friend of mine. What we're going to do is just catch up and then also tie it into the theme of self-care. Before we get into that though, let's do an introduction, allow them to speak for themselves. So, who are you?
I am Rob Woods, the one and only Rob Woods. I met Faeezah 2018 at Oakland First Friday down a couple years back, and organically we somehow bumped heads again in a different city, different place, so it's pretty cool and dope.
Right, and how about you?
My name is Chico Bradley from Girl Mastodon LLC, based out of New Jersey, and I'm here just visiting.
Wow.
I came in town a couple of days ago. I'll be leaving tomorrow, but just met this lovely young lady, and she's already impressing me. So just happy to be here.
Thank you. And you said you're from New Jersey. Where from? I got
Near
fact
Trenton.
check. I'm from East Orange.
Oh yeah, you up there?
Yeah, I'm up there.
I'm South Jersey.
I'm up there, but you know it's all the same.
Yeah.
Or at least to us.
South Jersey is a little more country though. It's like
a little. Well, yeah, actually. You know what? Let me correct myself. No, it's not all the same. Now that I think about it. But how we talk about it, it pretty much is. No one really talks about it being north, south, central. It's either north and south, and whenever someone mentions Jersey, it just feels, everyone thinks we fist bump. No, but it's amazing to have another fellow New Jerseyan in the house. And now that we're kind of familiar with what they do, I think it's important that they get to share their thoughts on self-care. So what does self-care mean for you two?
For me, self-care, it's a bunch of different things, man. Taking care of self, for making time for self outside of the things that we have to do on a day-to-day basis, which is like go to work. We all gotta hustle, grind, and make money. And whether you have families and relationships, even taking time away from those things for legitimately yourself. So for me, it's been outside of the music, I've learned to get back acclimated with working out, having friends around that want to push me into that area. You know, I'm not the most physical person, but luckily I have some friends and family, Chico and Girl Mastodon family, that like taking me in and kept me upbeat and like kind of coached me through that part of the journey. It makes it a little bit easier. So, you know, I've been heavily relying on that, especially through the pandemic. You know, I feel like a lot of people realize that it's okay to work out any type of way, whether it's hopscotch, jump rope, walking, or just, you know, getting out and doing something for yourself. You know, that time kind of opened my eyes and brought me back into it.
Nice. And how about you, Chico?
Self-care to me, in my mind, it has something more to do with age and where you are in life. When I was younger, maybe in my 20s and early 30s, self-care was kind of more about who I guess I was around, or who, like, you know, I guess what the outside appearance looked like, muscles and who I could attract, even though you know, you might say I leave the house for me. Really, you kind of put on the outfit and the shoes. You're trying to be fresh. You know, go out there and, you know, maybe pull something, maybe not pull something, but you know, you want to feel good. But now, in my mid-40s, I really have seen that self-care is really about the energy that you allow around you. That can disrupt everything. The energy you allow around you, and the environment, just putting yourself in the right places, and learning how to say no to some things. Learning how to just say, you know what, I can't. Not because I have anything to do, but I can't, because if I don't keep my mental together, no care matters. And so, not to make a long story short, but self-care to me at this moment in time in my life is more about the inward.
So would you say enforcing boundaries not just with others but with yourself?
Yes, absolutely. Like I said, at a different point in age in life, you do kind of force it with others, but you need to learn how to tell yourself no too.
Right.
You know, somebody might look really, really good to you, but you realize that person has liabilities. I can't connect with that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That makes complete sense. So overall, what I'm hearing is enforcing the boundaries with yourself, and then with Rob, it's more so having some type of regimen that you just get into, not overthinking what the regimen is, but just starting somewhere.
Yeah.
And guys, which you will have the chance to see because I'll be editing the video for you to get to see some of his growth. The beginning of his process was completely different from where he's at now, just as an artist and then as someone that trains. It's amazing, and I think self-care really does tie into that, because without that I don't think you would be able to get as far as where you are. Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Nice.
Has a lot to do with it. So, you know, like you said, setting your own regimens on a daily basis and sticking to those plans. You know, we all hear about making plans, learning how to stick to them. I feel like that's where you're gonna see the results at. You know, not putting too much of a expectation on them, which is literally like if you say to yourself you're gonna get up and eat a bowl of cereal every day, then you just do that.
You do
shit,
that,
you know what
right?
I mean? Like, see how it
Right.
works out for you, and if that doesn't work, then you switch it up. So that's the way I've been practicing.
Right. And then how do you tie the fitness and the self-care into your creative work as a rapper?
For me, it kind of goes hand in hand because the same deadlines that I'm putting on myself with the fitness, and knowing that I have to take the time to, you know, build over time and be patient with myself. I started to do it with the music too, so I don't take heavy loads. If it's too heavy for me to, you know, a job or, you know, a project, I don't take it. I take my time with it, and it allows me to work more freely. Realize that, you know, it's mostly for, you know, my creativity is for myself first and foremost, and others that really, you know, are going to take the messages that I'm going for, and then you take the pressure of worrying about everything else off of yourself, and it makes me able to create better. So that practice in itself is like, it's just helped me.
Right. I would say that is it's phenomenal that you were able to speak on that, because there are a lot of people who are missing that one small step. It's realizing that there is I don't even want to call it a domino effect, but almost a trickle effect, where different areas of your life will leak into the positive progression in other aspects, other pursuits. So with you, I guess, acquiring not just the health, but the discipline, the mentality, you know, if I tell myself I'm going to do it and I do it, I now believe myself. I have the confidence to do so, and following through on that regimen that you said, and now that leaking into your discipline and your dedication to your art and to rapping, and seeing that same progression. I think that speaks volumes to how I think every aspect of your life should be in alignment with what you're ultimately trying to accomplish, and that's where you'll truly see the growth. It feels more natural, it doesn't feel like you're resisting. Like what you do with fitness happens to align with what you're trying to accomplish with rapping at the same time. So does it feel easier for you to step into that character now?
Yeah, it feels easier for me. It goes hand in hand. And then, like I was speaking on earlier, I think that it's really important that everybody who's, you know, any artist, you know, I feel like you got to take care of this part of your life, is to, you know, build that balance of, you know, we're grinding, we're hustling. We're in the studio, we're traveling, we're doing all these other things, but having this other piece of just like taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, caring about it. It's gotta happen. It will take you to the next level for, you know, just for yourself. We are all created differently. Our bodies are not gonna be the same. But, you know, we all do this when we look in the mirror and we see ourselves for what we look like, but we also see ourselves for who we can look like, or what we would like, or just the best version of self. And I just want everybody to know that it's all in your hands, and you can be that person, or you could just take the opportunity to go in for, you know, bettering your shape. So it doesn't matter if you're shaped like an oval. You be the best shaped oval out there, you know what I mean? I'm shaped like a stick, but I'm gonna be a sharp stick, you know what I mean? Like, that's all I can be. I can't be anything else, but I want to be the best version of stick version that I could possibly be this year. That's it. So it all comes in season. It all comes at times that, like, you know, I picked up my momentum. Like I said, COVID kind of forced me into it.
Right.
But everybody else is at a different time of their life. And I would just say, if you feel it, whenever you feel it, just go for it. Don't second guess it, and know it's all in your hands to build off of it. It's your momentum. It's your vision in your head of who you want to be physically, and, you know.
Right.
Nobody's gonna do it for you.
Right. I think that's a really big piece.
Yeah.
And while no one's going to do it for you, there are people who are positive influences.
Mm-hmm.
So, Chico, why don't you fill us in on how you guys got together and how you played a role in helping him with his journey?
Okay. Well, long story short, me and Rob have a really close friend in common, and who was one of my business partners, and that's how I ended up meeting Rob years ago. Came to New Jersey, and we, I mean, from the initial meeting until now, it's been a brotherhood of just building and collaborating on so many different business ventures. But as far as inspiration, like I said, my company, Vero Mastodon, is kind of like an inspirational team of heavy hitters that are in fitness that just they go so hard, prompted or unprompted, and a lot of times, you know, people will look at that and, you know, kind of want to be that. Well, most people will see somebody that wants to be like them, and they'll kind of get the cocky attitude. This team doesn't do that. They are first of all humbled that somebody would even want to be like us or do anything that we do, but they take the time to go out and actually sit with the people or talk to the people. And that's, like I said, that's how me and Rob met. And
Nice.
so since that day, I mean, he inspires me as much as I do him. And from fitness to music. Now, I'm not a rapper, but I do play instruments. I play the drums, the keys, the organ. And I think when I heard some of his chords and some of the things that he was doing vocally, I didn't even know him. And I'm listening deep into his music, and I'm like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Like, this is melodic and rap and poetry and everything at the same time.
Yeah.
Who is this? And then so that's how kind of we became
Nice.
boys.
I would say I had a similar reaction. The song that he was performing with women,
Okay.
Yes.
and it stuck with me, like, because that song really was what I was experiencing. That and still to this, well, not really. I'm in a completely different life phase now, where I'm more elevating than I am overcoming struggle. Plus, you know, I'm just older now, making more money. I've been working longer. You know, things are looking a lot more stable.
Yeah.
But that song still keeps, you know, it keeps me focused on just remembering to make the best out of your circumstances and to continue to stay focused. And leading back to what you said, like the melody, the poetry, the instruments. There was almost like I think there's I think it's called the chorus, where you can hear like a woman, like there's a woman singing in the background. It was like so soulful. I was like, oh my gosh, like. And guys, I'll be sure to include the song here as well. But this is a song that, you know, I was introduced to years ago. Do you have anything recent that you'd like us to showcase today?
Man, right now I'm still heavily pushing the Worthy. I have a song called Worthy out there. And it's more so just about being aware of, no matter where you've been in life, what you've been through, you know, last week, months ago, years ago, you're worthy of rebuilding yourself. You're worthy of love, care from the world for yourself. And it's more, it started off as a song, but really it's a lifestyle. And it's been touching friends, it's been touching people. We started a campaign down here at Skid Row, where we now push the meaning of worthy with our community and our unhoused community down there. And that is something that I've been pushing and like hoping more people to hear about. So the song is worthy, the campaign's worthy, the message is worthy, us knowing how worthy we are in life. So yeah, that'd be the one.
All right. Well, I don't want to distract you guys any longer. I feel as if we had a really good time catching up. This was definitely unexpected, but it was amazing to be able to catch up. And I made a new friend, Chico. Nice meeting you, Jersey.
Yeah.
You know, Jersey stand up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then, Rob, where are you from? You're
I'm from Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Yeah.
Sacramento stand up.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll be bringing more artists to you. bringing more lifestyle blogs to you soon. If you guys have interest in Rob and seeing him more, or Chico and seeing him more, let me know, and we'll make sure we'll put something together for you guys. You can check the links in the bios. You can check the information within the comments. We'll be sure to make sure you know exactly where to get access to his music and access to Chico's services. Have a great day.